Hello and welcome to Classy Handmade. Today I will be showing you how to make this snowman here. This is what it looks like. And this snowman is made using a bottle. And this is the shape, this is the bottle that I will be using to make this snowman. This bottle comes in, it's like a sparkling water kind of drink. So this is what you'll need. You can find this particular brand at Aldi's. This is where I get it from. And there's a other brand that is called the Ice. So you'll need one of those bottles, two hooks, an 8mm and a 4mm hook. You'll need a pair of scissors, some buttons, safety eyes, some ribbon, and you will need two types of yarn. You will need this brown yarn, probably two types of yarn, but you will need 4 different colors. So you need the brown for the arms, you need the white for the body, and you need some orange for his nose, and you also need black for his hat. Okay, so this is all the supplies, and you will also need a tapestry needle to sew and so on. So let's get started. The size of eyes that I'm using is a 12mm eyes. So the buttons, I would say it's about a 24mm buttons, or this look like probably be about a 20 size button. Anyhow, you can use whatever buttons you like on yours. So let's get started. So first we will make the body of the snowman by using the white yarn. So here we use the white yarn for the body of the snowman. So grab your 8mm hook. Sorry guys, 8mm hook and your white yarn. And I'm using today, this is a blanket yarn you will need. I'm using blanket yarn from Walmart. So we will make a magic ring. I wrap my magic ring is wrap it, that's how I make mine, and then I grab the one behind. Okay, then I chain one to secure it, wrap a yarn and pull through one. So we will be doing single crochet. Okay, sorry about the rustle. Single crochet. So into the magic ring you will put 6 single crochet. 1, and a single crochet is made by inserting and wrap and pull through. So you go into the loop, grab the yarn, like wrap it around your hook, pull it through. You have 2 loops on the hook, wrap and you pull through all 2, so that's 3. So you continue doing that until you have 6. That's 4, 5, 6. We will be working in continuous round, so we need a stitch marker to mark our first stitch. So grab your stitch marker. So into your first stitch you will place the stitch marker, which will be right there. So for now we're going to remove the stitch marker, and into your first stitch you're going to increase in every stitch. So you're going to put 2 single crochet in every stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so your stitch marker should be right here. Because I count, I don't have to put my stitch mark. I know it's 12 stitches that I have. But if you're not familiar with, you know, that, you can mark your stitch. So you increase into each stitch for a total of 12 single crochet. So the next round, you're going to put 1 single crochet into your first stitch. So let's mark your first stitch. Into the next stitch, you're going to put 2 single crochet. So we're increasing 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. So you're increasing 6 times into 6 stitches. So that's 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet. And you repeat this until you get to your stitch, your last stitch before the stitch marker. And you should have 18 single crochet. So go ahead and repeat that by putting 2 single crochet, then 1 single crochet. And I'll meet you back at the end of the round. So I have my 18 single crochet. So you stop increasing here. So you should have a total of 18 single crochet. So you're going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch until you get to row 23. And when you get to row 23, so remove your marker and you put 1 single crochet for a total of 18 single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you should have 18 stitches, and you're going to repeat row 4 until you get to row 23, until you do 23 rows, and I'll meet you back at the end of the 23 rows. So I'm coming up to the end of my 23 rows. So I finished my 23 rows. I'm going to take my bottle and I'm going to insert it into the tube that I have made. Okay, so we're going to start to decrease. This decrease is, you don't have to do any fancy thing. You just want to close it up so you know, to the top. So let me put my stitch marker in. And and I'm going to decrease my first two, so that's one decrease I did. Then I'm going to single crochet, so 2 single crochet. Then I'm going to do a decrease, single crochet, decrease, two single crochet, decrease, two single crochet, and then you're going to decrease. Oops, sorry. Right now you're just fudging it because it doesn't necessarily have to be even decrease, because you just want to close it in at the top, as you can see here, because when this is all covered you won't see the top because you're going to put on his hat. So we're just going to decrease again. So one decrease, one single crochet, one decrease, one single crochet, one decrease, one single crochet, one decrease, one single crochet. So you see right now how it's closing into the top of the bottle, and that's what you want. You want it to close in around the top. Okay, I'm going to just slip stitch, and then fasten off. Okay, so you fasten off, you cut your yarn. You don't even have to weave in the ends, because this is how it look. This is where the top of your snowman will look. Still, if you want to put it outside or something before you close up the bottle or top, you can put some sand in it or something heavy, some bricks or something if you want to, you know. So, but I didn't put anything into my bottle. I just leave it like that. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to make the hat of the snowman. So you're going to make this part. So what you need your black yarn. So grab your black yarn and your 4mm hook. Okay, we'll put that aside. So take your black yarn, make a magic ring. Into the magic ring you're going to put 6 single crochet. 1. So single crochet is insert your hook, wrap the yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. Let me show you that again. Insert, wrap the yarn, pull through, wrap the yarn, pull through. So okay, so we have 3, and you could pull your loop a little close, small, to make it a little small. So we have 3 single crochet. We need 3 more, so that's 4, 5, 6. Okay, pull your tail of your yarn, the unworked end, to close the ring. So we are going to work continuous round, so you need a stitch marker. So we're going to put 2 single crochet in every stitch, so for a total of, so I'm going to insert my stitch marker into the first stitch that I made. So you're going to put 2 into every stitch, 2 single crochet. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, remove your stitch marker. Into the first stitch you're going to put 1 single crochet, place a stitch marker into the stitch just made, which is your first stitch, and into the next stitch you're going to put 2 single crochet. So that's 3, then 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 1, 2 in the next stitch. And you're going to repeat this sequence until you get to the end where you should have 2 single crochet in your last stitch. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so this is my last stitch and I should have 18 single crochet. We're going to continue to increase 1 single crochet into the first stitch, 1 single crochet into the next. So you're doing 2 singles and then a double into the next, so you're increasing into the third stitch. So 2 single, 1, 2, then a double. Which one is it? Double. When I say double, I mean 2 single crochet into 1 stitch. So I probably should say I increase, so you don't mix it up with a double crochet. 1, 2 single crochet, increase into the next, 2 single crochet, increase into the next stitch. So what you're doing 1 single crochet into the neck, into 2 stitches, and then into the third you're going to put 2 into that 1 stitch. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, then a double, 2 single crochet into 1 stitch. Okay, hope you understand what I'm saying. Sometimes I confuse myself. 1, 2, then 2 single crochet. Okay, so we're increasing, so you should have a total of 24 single crochet. So we're going to stop increasing here. So, and we're going to put 1 single crochet into every stitch for a total of 24 stitch. And we are going to do that from row 5, so we just did row 5, and we're going to do from row 6 to row 9 by putting 1 single crochet into every stitch. So 1 single crochet into every stitch. I think what I want to do, let me show you something. I think what I want to do is increase the top of my hat a bit. So I probably go up to 11 rows, doing just one single crochet into each of the 24 stitches. So I want you to go ahead and do from row 6 to row 11, just putting one single crochet into each stitch. So continue doing that and I'll reach you back at the end of row 11. So I finished from row 6 to row 11 and this is what it looks like. So we're going to do row 13, and for row 13 you're going to put 2 single crochet into every stitch. So we have 24 stitches, we should have 48 stitches. So go ahead and put 2 single crochet in every stitch, and that is how we're going to make the brim of our hat. So go ahead and do row, so that should be row 12, sorry. So we just finished 11 row and now we're on to row 12, and in row 12 you're going to put 2 double crochet into each of the stitches for a total of 48 stitches, and I'll meet you back at the end of row 12. So here we have our hats. So we just did row 12 by putting 2 single crochet into every stitch, and we had 24 stitches, and that gave us 48 stitches. So we're not going to increase anymore. So we're going to put, for row 13, we're going to put 1 single crochet into every stitch for a total of 48 stitches, and you're going to do from row 13 to 15 to make the brim of your hat by putting 1 single crochet into every stitch. So go ahead and do that and I'll meet you back at the end of row 15, and you will have 48 single crochet. So I finish my hat. I'm at the end of row 15. I'm going to slip stitch, fasten off, and you're going to cut your yarn, pull through the loop, and you're going to use your yarn needle to weave in your ends. So you can put whatever embellishment you need to for your hat. I have some ribbon I will put later on, so we will do the nose right now. So grab your yarn, your orange yarn. So you know you have a yellow nose, a carrot nose, so we're going to work on that. So make a slip, loop or magic ring, and put 6 single crochet into that ring. Pull your circle a little bit to make it a little smaller. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, close your circle up, and you're going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch, so for a total of 6 single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, So you're going to continue doing 1 single crochet into every stitch for a total of 7 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 3 rows. I'm going to do 4 more rows and I'm going to reach you back at the end of my 4 rows. So I finished my nose. I did 7 rows of 6 single crochet, 1 single crochet into each stitch. Fasten off. Leave enough, long enough tail to sew your nose onto your snowman. Put it aside. So we're going to work on its arms right now. So you're going to get your brown yarn. So grab your brown yarn or whatever color you're using to make your arms and make a slip knot. Not a slip knot, guys. I shouldn't tell you a slip knot. A magic loop. And into the magic loop, you're going to put 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 single crochet. Pull the end of your unworked tail to close the loop. So we are going to work into each stitch 1 single crochet. Okay, so we're going to make a little skinny arm like a stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes working in small circumference could be a little rough for some people, so just give it a try. So we're going to do another row. So that was row 2. So row 3, we're going to do the same thing, 1 single crochet into each stitch. You can mark your first stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. In our first stitch on row 4, we're going to do a bobble or a bobble stitch or popcorn stitch. So you're going to put 4 double crochet into the first stitch. Right. So that's 3, 4. You're going to remove your hook from the working loop and insert it into the first stitch, that double crochet that you made. Grab the working loop and pull it through. And that's how you're going to make his little thumb. Okay, we're going to single crochet into each stitch, so we should have the next 5 stitches. So 1, if you want you can cut this tail so it won't be in your way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where the thumb is your first stitch, so you still have 6 stitches. So here is your first stitch. Into that stitch right where you put that popcorn stitch, you're going to go in there for your first stitch and put 1 single crochet, 1, and mark your stitch just to make sure that you have enough, that you're doing the right thing, okay? Because sometimes you might miss it. 1, so we're working in close quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to make sure we got 6 stitches, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only have 5 stitches, so I'm going to go back because it seems like I missed one somewhere, okay? So let's start this again. I want to have 6 stitches. Okay, I see the one that I missed. So here I am, okay? So go into the top of that stitch. So we're gonna be, our first stitch going to be on right where I made that popcorn stitch. So that's 1. Place your marker so we can make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and 6. Okay, so we have our 6 stitches. You could just remove the marker because we're working such close, you know, circumference, small circumference, that the marker could get in your way, and you're just working with 6 stitches. And you know, when you get to the thumb, that's where your stitches start. So, and where it ends, right next to the thumb. So what we're going to do, we're going to continue working on our arms until you get to row 11. Okay, so put 1 single crochet into each stitch until you get to row 11, or until your arm, if you can't count it, just work until you get to your arm look long enough, you like the way it look. And or if you want, you can just mark it with however you mark your stitches, and do it for 11 rows. 1 single crochet into each stitch, and you're going to make 2 of these, 2 arms. So when you finish the first one, you just repeat for the second arms. So go ahead and put 1 single crochet into each stitch for 11 rows, and I'll meet you back at the end of 11 row. So okay, you're at your 11th row, so you're going to go ahead and continue and add 2 more rows for a total of 13 rows. So in all for the arms you should have 13 rows from the magic loop to the finish arm. 13 rows. So when you reach your 13th row, you're going to fasten off, leave enough yarn to sew your arms onto your snowman. So you should make 2 arms. So I have my 2 arms here. So see, I have 2 arms. I'm gonna put it aside. So we are going to assemble our snowman. So this is the back. You could just weave in that piece that you fasten off into it. Okay, and you cut the yarn off. Grab your tapestry needle, and what we're going to do, we're going to take our buttons. I think we're going to sew the arm on first. Okay, so grab your arms. So for this one, you're going to count from the magic loop. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. In the 17th row from the bottom, you're going to attach your arms. Okay, 1 2 3. So you're going to attach your arms. Make sure that the thumb is facing outwards, and you can just pin it for now. Or if you don't want to attach it to the 17th row, you can attach it wherever you think you want it. So I'm going to attach mine to the side like that. I pin everything before I sew it on permanently, because sometimes I tell you I think it's straight, and then when I sew it on, it's all wonky. So what you need to do is just pin it. They'll look even. What do you think? I think so. So I'm going to thread my needle, and I'm going to sew both arms to the body, and you just whip stitch it. You could remove, once you put one stitch in, you could just remove the pins, because you don't want it to be in your way. So remove it. This is not a toy for a child. This is just a decoration, just for decoration, because of the way I'm going to insert the safety eyes. That's why. But if you want to make it for a child, you can put some French knot, or you can just put some permanent glue or something to secure it, to make it safe for a child. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to finish my arms. So you go ahead and attach your arms, and I'll meet you back when I finish attaching my arm. So this is how it looks so far. I attach it to the side of the body. So I'll meet you back when I finish the other one. So I'm going to attach, I finish my arms, both arms, and I'm going to insert the eyes. You're going to insert the eyes between row 21 and 22 from the bottom. So you count up 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So between 21 and 20. So you're going to insert your eyes here. So we'll put it there, and then we're going to gauge to see what it looks like. You want it like about 3 stitches apart, like that. That'll look fine. Because we're not able to insert the eyes, if you can, hold a minute. So I insert one of the eyes because it's very difficult for you to get the back of the eyes on. You can apply some cement, epoxy. No, not okay. IPO cement, or if you have any adhesive like E600, or you could even use your glue gun. So what I'll do, 1, 2, 3, I'll count 3 stitches over, and I'll take my scissors and I'll poke a hole through the bottle where I want my eyes to be, and then I'll take the eyes and insert it so it go right in there. And that's how I put my eyes on. You see, it would come out if you want to make this for a child. If you want, you can put it on before you close up the top, or you can use some kind of adhesive to secure it. But because I'm making this for decoration purposes, I'm just going to leave it like that and put the top back on. I don't have little kids in my house, but if you do have little kids, please secure. So we're going to attach our buttons. So grab your yarn, and you can use whatever color yarn you're using for what color button to, and you're just gonna, if you don't want to sew it on, you can also glue it on. So go ahead and attach your button down the center like that. Your 3 buttons, and I'll meet you back when I finish that. Let me show you how I do attach my buttons. So I'm going to put my first button there. I have a knot at the end of my yarn, and I'm going to insert it where I want it to be. I'm going to pull it through. Oops, sorry. If it keep coming through, then I'm going to insert it into my button. I'm going to go through my buttons. Remember, this is just for decoration purposes. Go through. Okay. Then I'm going to come to this side and go through, because this is a 4-hole button. Just going to go through it with each one of them once. Go through the other side. Okay, so that's my first button. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run the yarn through the inner part, and I'm going to bring it out where I want it. Give me 1 minute. So if I want my button here, the next button, I'm going to bring it out here. I'm hitting my arms and everything, and then I'm going to attach the other button the same way. Attach. To attach it. So I finished that one. I'm going to take the yarn in the inside again and carry it down where I want my third button. If you don't get it with just one try, you can just go through again. So like I don't want it there, I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. And I'm going to attach the last third button right there. So I add all three of my buttons without even cutting the yarn once, just by running it through the inside. And the great thing about this, guys, is that you don't need no stuffing. You could make a whole lot of these just, you know, by using a ice bottle or whatever shape bottle you have, plastic bottles. And then you just take it back through there and just wrap it around so you can hide the fasten off on the button so you don't see. So wrap it. You wrap it like that, like this, and just make a loop. So you see you have a loop, and then you take the needle and bring it through the loop and pull so that it will fasten off on the button. Oh my, I cut my string, so cannot attach. So here you go, all button and everything. So what we're going to do, seeing as I already have the black yarn on my needle, we're going to attach the hat. So here we're going to attach the hat to the head. Take your yarn needle, so what you can do is just pin it so it could stay secure while you stitch it on. And of course you're going to weave in your ends. So because I have the yarn on the needle already, I'm going to weave in my ends after. So just however you sew, you just want to make sure it's secured to the edge, to the top. Just doing some running stitches, picking up, make sure you're picking up the stitch on the, see, I didn't pick up the stitches, so what I have to do is start all over again, just because I did not go deep enough to pick up the stitches. So don't do what I do. Make sure you pick up the stitches. Okay, so let's try this again. Pick up the stitches, make sure you pick it up. So here you go, see, I pick it up. I'm going to remove my stitch marker because it's in my way. I'm just going to make sure I look and pick up my stitches, because I don't want to finish and next thing you know, you're missing, you didn't catch any of the stitches to make the hat secure. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Just gonna stitch all the way around, securing his hat. Okay, just some running stitch, but make sure you pick up the stitch underneath. Remove your stitch marker. If you want a more square, round, you know, like a more round hat, you know, at the top, you could put some cardboard inside the top of his hat. All right, we're coming to the end. And I was thinking, you know, you could make a lot of these, but you want them to stand up, and then you can take the same blanket yarn and make some snowballs. And you could make like, say, 6 of these snowmen and make like a little bowling, but you just have to make sure you secure everything if you're going to give it to a child, and make like a little bowling pin snowman for a child to play in the house, you know, so it wouldn't make, it would be great, wouldn't make noise when they topple over. So far this is how it looks. So we have one last thing to put on basically for his body part, and that's his nose. So I did a mistake and cut my yarn, so I have to attach yarn. So I'm going to attach his nose, and I'm going to attach it right next to his arm. So follow the stitch, the row that is where his arm is on, and attach his nose right between the two. You know where it is, right between the eyes, by just doing some whip stitch. So that will be up between row 8, 17 and 18, right there. You just average and just attach right above the buttons. You're gonna attach his little nose. So attach his nose. I didn't stuff anything. I didn't stuff his arm. So you don't need no polyfill for this project, guys. Very fun. I think it's easy project. The blanket yarn make it work up fast. It's very soft. So here, and I finish his nose. I just whip stitch it. And then I'm going to just pass it through the inside of his nose, and then I'm just gonna fasten off. I just make a loop and then press the needle through back and then pull and go up a little more into his nose and then cut the yarn. All right, guys, almost done. Look at this. So you have to raise it up, and the stitches are so tight you could actually mold the nose, you know, whether you want it down, you want it up, wherever you want it, however you want it. So far this is how it looked like, and we are going to weave in our ends, you know, those ends that we have. You could embellish your snowman by putting ribbon, whatever embellishment you want to put onto it, you know, to make it look. So if you want to add buttons to his hat, I have some checkered buffalo ribbon here. I'm just going to take a piece and attach it and make a bow. So just going to take a piece and make a little bow on top of his head. Okay, sorry. So that's what it looks like. So this is our snowman look like. I hope you enjoy this tutorial and that you will do some recycling by using your bottles to make little snowman. And don't forget to like this video, share this video, leave a comment, and if you make any of my snowman or any pattern or any of my pattern or anything, you can come over to my Facebook page and share it, Classy Handmade, and share your project. I love to see what you make and your spin on whatever I show you. I mean, this is a project you can dress it up. You could even make a little jacket for him, or you know, and you don't need no stuffing. That's the fun thing. So here are the two that I did so far. I think I'm going to continue to make some of these, some more of these, and do some recycling at the same time. So thank you, and remember to be kind. Until next time, bye.